Entering God's peaceful presence tonight, set aside your worries. God has brought you here to rest under his loving care. Take a slow, deep breath and allow yourself to be fully present in this moment. You are not here by accident. Every sigh, every step, every thought has led you to this sacred space where peace awaits. The noise of the day, the weight of responsibilities, the lingering anxieties, leave them for a few moments at the threshold of this prayer. Tonight, you are stepping into God's presence, and in his presence, there is calm, there is healing, there is restoration. As you settle into a comfortable space, either sitting or lying down, imagine a gentle light above you. This light is not just any light, it is God's protective presence surrounding your entire being. It is a soft, radiant glow that forms a protective sphere around your mind, your heart, your body. Within this sphere, nothing from the outside world can disturb you. This light is the very essence of God's peace, his divine shelter, embracing you fully. Remember the words of Psalm 4:8. In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. Let this scripture resonate deep within your spirit. Say it silently with me as a declaration of faith and trust. Lord, I dwell in your safety. Tonight, I rest in your peace. Feel the weight of this truth as it sinks into every fiber of your being. You are safe. You are protected. You are loved beyond measure. God invites you into his presence every night, not just for rest, but for renewal. This is not a passive invitation. It is an active divine calling. By choosing to listen and participate in this prayer, you are opening your heart to God's restorative power. Every concern, every worry, every fear you bring before him tonight is welcomed, and God responds, not in hurry, not in judgment, but in tender, powerful care. As you breathe slowly, let your mind release the burdens of the day. Picture them as small stones in your hands. With each exhale, see yourself setting these stones down. Perhaps it's a stressful conversation you had, a task left unfinished, or a worry about your loved ones. Let them go. Feel them dropping, disappearing, released into God's hands. You are no longer carrying them alone. His presence is your comfort, his love your strength, his shelter your security. Now, focus on your body. Notice your shoulders relaxing, your jaw softening, your hands unclenching. God's peace works not only in your spirit, but also in your body. This gentle, calming energy flows from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. It fills every cell, every breath, every heartbeat. Allow yourself to feel completely embraced by this divine serenity. Take a moment to visualize your surroundings bathed in God's protective light. Imagine your home, your room, your space being enveloped in this same glow. Every corner, every wall, every doorway is touched by his presence. Nothing can enter without his permission, and nothing can leave without his blessing. Feel this security as a warm, comforting embrace. Your home, your family, your personal space are sanctuaries of peace. Tonight, we also focus on the inner sanctuary of your heart. Your thoughts may still wander, but each time they do, gently bring your attention back to the warmth of God's presence. If worries arise, speak to God silently. Lord, I give this to you. I trust you with this burden. Watch as anxiety diminishes, replaced by calm assurance. God's love is not passive. It actively shields you from fear, from unrest, from distraction. As you continue to rest in his presence, consider the power of gratitude. Even in quiet moments, acknowledging God's care strengthens your connection to him. Thank him for the day that has passed, for the lessons learned, for the blessings received, and even for the challenges that drew you closer to his strength. Gratitude opens the door for deeper peace, reminding your heart that even amidst difficulty, God is faithful. Psalm 4:8 guides us again. In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. Repeat this quietly to yourself, letting each word sink deeper. Imagine God's peace as a gentle current that flows through your mind, washing away tension, worry, and fear. Let each exhale release what no longer serves you. Let each inhale fill you with light, calm, and divine assurance. Tonight, you are not only preparing to sleep, you are preparing to meet God in the stillness. His presence surrounds you, his love protects you, his spirit renews you. Feel the gentle rhythm of your heartbeat aligning with the quiet rhythm of divine care. Imagine God placing his hands over your shoulders, over your mind, over your heart, reassuring you, you are safe, you are loved, you are mine. As we begin this journey of night prayer, remember that this moment is sacred. Your participation is an act of faith, a commitment to invite God fully into your evening. Let your focus remain on His light, His shelter, and His peace. Allow yourself to drift into rest, knowing that while you sleep, God's presence remains awake, protecting and blessing you. Before we move on to the next chapter, take one final deep breath. Feel the peace, the protection, the healing energy surrounding you. Tonight, you are not alone. You are embraced by the Almighty. You are cradled in divine love. And as this chapter closes, let this assurance accompany you. Every worry released, every fear surrendered, every thought given to God tonight strengthens your heart, refreshes your soul, and prepares you for a night of restful sleep. Take this moment to settle deeper and prepare to continue in the next chapter, where we will invite the shield of divine protection to rest around you and your home. If you want God to heal you, connect with God, and want to pray strongly with us every day, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, and write Amen in the comment section below to show your trust. He will heal us. The shield of divine protection. As you close your eyes, feel the invisible shield of God surrounding your home and heart tonight. Take a slow, deep breath and sense the warmth of His protection flowing like a gentle current around every part of your being. You are entering a sacred space, a divine fortress where peace reigns, and nothing from the outside can disturb your rest. Tonight, God invites you to dwell under His wings, where no harm can reach you, where fear cannot enter, and where love reigns supreme. Imagine for a moment a protective light descending from heaven, surrounding your home, your family, and every corner of your life. This light is not ordinary. It is the very presence of God, forming a shield of spiritual safety that no darkness can penetrate. Psalm 91 verse 1-4 reminds us, "He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart." Let these words sink deep into your heart tonight. They are not merely promises. They are the reality of God's protection for you and your loved ones. As you breathe, visualize those wings enveloping your entire household, your children, your spouse, your friends, every space that matters to you. Nothing can penetrate this divine covering, for God Himself is your fortress. Now let us place our families intentionally under this protective shield. Begin with the people closest to your heart. Picture them in the center of a glowing golden sphere of divine light. See each person surrounded by God's presence, safeguarded from any danger, harm, or negativity. As you focus on each individual, mentally speak words of blessing over them. Lord, cover my loved ones with your wings tonight. Protect their hearts, their minds, their bodies. Let no harm come near them, and let your peace rule their spaces. Feel the energy of your faith rising as these declarations echo into heaven. Extend this visualization to your home itself. Picture each room filled with light, from the smallest corner to the front door. Imagine a spiritual barrier rising around your walls, sealing out every form of darkness, every negative thought or harmful influence. This is sacred territory, a sanctuary where God's peace reigns supreme. Know that as you sleep, this divine shield is active, constantly working, and your home is a place where angels stand guard over every doorway and window, every step taken by your loved ones. As you hold this vision, consider the power of affirming words. Speak them softly, but with conviction. God is my fortress. Nothing can harm me or my family. We dwell in His shadow and under His wings. His faithfulness protects us at all times. Affirming God's presence and power not only strengthens your faith, but it also trains your mind and spirit to trust in His protection more fully. Allow these words to resonate within, weaving peace through your thoughts and calming every anxiety. Take a deep breath and feel God's shield as an active force. It is alive, moving, and responsive. Imagine each worry you had today, the stress of work, the tension in relationships, the unknowns of tomorrow being caught by this shield and neutralized. Nothing of fear, doubt, or uncertainty can cross this barrier. Each challenge is met with God's power. Each threat is dissolved in His light. Feel the relief, the release, the deep inner security that comes from knowing that you and your family are covered. Reflect also on the spiritual dimension of this protection. God's shield is not only a physical or mental visualization, it is a divine reality. He has assigned angels to guard you, to encamp around your dwelling, and to watch over your family. Psalm 91, verse 11. Tonight, as you rest, these angels are at their posts, attentive, vigilant, and faithful. Know that no matter where your loved ones are, whether at home, at school, or on the road, this spiritual protection follows them. Your faith activates this coverage, and your trust allows it to function fully. Feel the peace of God settling into your heart now. With each exhale, release fear. With each inhale, receive calm. Picture your entire life wrapped in His light. Let this visualization extend to your surroundings, your neighborhood, your workplace, and the paths you travel. Imagine that light forming a protective aura that stretches beyond the home, touching every step you and your loved ones take. God's protection is infinite, it is unfailing, it is constant. As you continue to dwell in this peaceful presence, remember that you are not passive in this protection. Your conscious focus, your prayer, and your declaration of faith strengthen God's shield. Tonight, make it active. Whisper a prayer over your family, over your home, and over yourself. Say, Lord, I place us under your care. Protect us from harm, guide our paths, and keep us in your peace. Feel these words filling the spiritual space around you like a gentle yet powerful wind of divine presence sweeping through every room and heart. This moment is also an opportunity to reflect on your own spirit. As God shields your home and your loved ones, allow Him to shield your heart and mind as well. Picture a protective, warm light surrounding your thoughts, your emotions, and your spirit. Let every doubt, every fear, every worry be covered under His wings. Feel the assurance of His promises, carrying you, supporting you, and sustaining you. In this divine embrace, you are safe, you are loved, you are held. As we draw this chapter to a close, carry this image with you, a radiant golden shield surrounding your home, your family, and yourself. You are dwelling in God's fortress. His angels are active, His promises are real, and His peace is tangible. Allow this protective vision to linger in your mind as we move forward into the next chapter. Your faith has set a spiritual guard around you tonight. Your trust invites God's continued presence, and His love is your unshakable foundation. Take one more deep breath, feeling the weight of the day lifted and replaced with divine protection. Your home is safe. Your loved ones are safe. You are safe. Let this security settle into your heart, knowing that as you continue to sleep, God's shield remains active, faithful, and loving. Prepare to continue with chapter 3, where we will release fear, embrace faith, and allow God's courage to fill your soul completely. Releasing fear, embracing faith. Let every shadow of worry fade away, for God's love is greater than any fear that whispers in your heart. Tonight, as you settle into this sacred moment, take a deep breath and bring to mind the burdens you have carried throughout the day. Perhaps it is a concern about your family, your health, your finances, or the uncertainties of the future. Whatever weighs heavily on your heart, know this: you do not carry it alone. God invites you to release every fear into His loving hands, replacing anxiety with unshakable faith. Picture for a moment the shadows of your worries. They may appear as dark clouds hovering over your thoughts, each one representing a different concern. Now imagine God's light gently dissolving those clouds, turning each shadow into nothing but a soft mist that vanishes in His presence. Feel the freedom that comes with surrender, knowing that the God who watches over you is greater than any challenge, greater than any doubt, and infinitely stronger than any fear. Isaiah 41 verse 10 speaks directly to your heart. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Repeat this verse softly, allowing each word to settle deep within your spirit. Lord, I do not fear. You are with me. You uphold me. You strengthen me. Let this declaration act as a shield for your soul, displacing fear and filling you with confidence in His constant care. As you breathe, identify one specific worry you wish to release tonight. Hold it gently in your mind, acknowledging it, but do not dwell there. Instead, hand it over to God. Whisper it in prayer. Lord, I place this fear before you. I trust you with it. I surrender it completely. Imagine yourself placing this worry into a basket of light carried directly into God's hands, where it is transformed by his power and his love. You are giving yourself permission to let go. You are embracing faith over fear. Visualize yourself walking confidently under God's watchful care. See your steps guided by his light, your path clear and safe. With every step, feel the assurance of his presence around you. You are not alone. Angels accompany you, his spirit leads you, and his love surrounds you. Every hesitation, every doubt, every anxious thought falls away as you trust in his unwavering guidance. This is the freedom that comes from faith, courage that is rooted in God's eternal protection. Allow your mind to settle into this peace. Imagine a gentle breeze of divine strength flowing through your body, calming your heart and soothing your mind. Each exhale releases tension. Each inhale draws in confidence and courage. Visualize yourself standing tall, resilient, and serene, like fully aware that God's presence is your constant companion. Fear may approach, but it cannot stay. Faith displaces it. Love overtakes it. Courage replaces it. Reflect on areas of your life where fear has held you back. Perhaps it has kept you from making a decision, taking a step forward, or fully embracing your purpose. Tonight, in this sacred moment, declare to God, Lord, I will not be held captive by fear. I choose to walk in faith. I choose to trust in your plans and your timing. I release all anxiety into your hands. Feel the liberation in these words, as though chains are falling away and a lightness fills your spirit. Psalm 56:3 reminds us, when I am afraid, I put my trust in you. Take a moment to speak these words aloud or silently to yourself. Let them become a mantra that reinforces your trust in God. Imagine each repetition fortifying your inner fortress, strengthening your courage, and expanding your capacity to face tomorrow without fear. Faith is not the absence of challenges, but the assurance that God is greater than any challenge you encounter. Consider also the ripple effect of your faith. As you release your fears tonight, you create a space for peace to flow into every corner of your life. Your home, your family, your work, your relationships, all are touched by the calmness and confidence you cultivate. Picture a golden light radiating from your heart, extending outward, touching everyone and everything you care about. This is the power of faith in action, a spiritual energy that transforms not only your life, but the lives of those around you. Tonight, take a moment for a simple yet powerful exercise. Identify one fear you wish to release and write it down in your mind, or if you feel led, in the comments of this video. As you do, whisper a prayer. Lord, I release this fear. I embrace your protection. I trust your guidance. Visualize God receiving this fear, holding it safely, and returning to you a gift of peace, courage, and clarity. By naming your fear and surrendering it, you create a tangible act of faith that reinforces your spiritual connection. Feel the comfort of God's promise as you continue this visualization. You are enveloped in his presence, cradled by his love, and guided by his light. Fear cannot enter here. Doubt cannot take root. Worry has no place. Instead, you are empowered to walk in faith, to trust fully, and to rest peacefully knowing that God is with you, upholding you, and shielding you from harm. As this chapter draws to a close, take one final deep breath and feel a wave of courage flowing through your being. Remember that God's love is your anchor, his presence is your protection, and his power is greater than any fear. You have released what you no longer need. You have embraced faith. Your heart is light, your mind is calm, and your spirit is aligned with divine guidance. Before moving to the next chapter, pause and reflect on the freedom you have gained tonight. Invite others to participate in this sacred moment by leaving a comment with one fear or worry they are releasing. Sharing in faith strengthens the community of believers and forms a chain of spiritual support. Know that as you release your fears and embrace faith, you are part of a powerful network of prayer, trust, and divine protection. Carry this peace with you as we move forward to chapter 4, resting in God's faithfulness, where we will deepen our trust and allow his promises to take root in every aspect of our life. The power of Psalms in night prayer. Tonight, we speak God's words aloud, letting the Psalms fill our hearts with peace and strength. As the day's worries fade, you are invited to immerse yourself in the timeless wisdom and divine authority of Scripture. Each word of the Psalms carries the weight of God's presence, offering comfort, protection, and spiritual renewal. By focusing on these sacred passages, you allow God's voice to guide your mind, calm your heart, and prepare your spirit for restful sleep. Take a deep breath and picture a gentle guiding light above you, illuminating your space with warmth and serenity. This light is God's presence, leading you into a peaceful state of mind. As you settle into this moment, imagine each verse of the Psalms as a thread of divine energy, weaving a tapestry of protection around your soul. Feel how Scripture is not just poetry, but living words, carrying God's authority and power into every corner of your life tonight. Begin with Psalm 23, verse 1-4, one of the most beloved passages in the Bible. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." Repeat these words softly to yourself, allowing each phrase to resonate in your heart. Feel the calm wash over you as you acknowledge God as your shepherd, guiding you safely through every moment, every shadow, every uncertainty. Notice how the Psalms use vivid imagery to connect with your emotions. The green pastures, the still waters, the rod and staff. These are not just metaphors. They are tangible reflections of God's care, his guidance, and his protection. Visualize yourself walking through a serene landscape, surrounded by the comfort of God's presence. Each step is light, each breath is calm, and every worry is left behind in the care of the Lord. This imagery strengthens faith and invites a sense of spiritual safety. The power of Psalms lies not only in their words, but in their repetition. By speaking or meditating on these passages nightly, you create a rhythm that anchors your spirit. Consider choosing a few key verses to repeat before sleep. Psalm 4:8, Psalm 91, 1-4, or Psalm 23, 1-4. As you repeat them, imagine God's protective light expanding, surrounding your home, your family, and your own heart. Each repetition reinforces faith, displaces fear, and affirms God's presence in your life. Imagine now a guiding light that leads you to restful sleep. See it moving gently across your room, touching every corner, brushing away lingering anxiety, illuminating your thoughts with peace. This light is a manifestation of God's words spoken through the Psalms, reaching into your subconscious and aligning your spirit with divine protection. Allow this imagery to deepen your connection to God and to His Word. While reciting or reflecting on the Psalms, feel the emotional resonance of each verse. Notice how He restores my soul, brings comfort to weary hearts. Recognize that I shall not want reassures you of God's provision. Every sentence is an invitation to trust. Every word a gentle reminder that His presence is constant and unfailing. Let your mind linger on these assurances, breathing them into your entire being. Tonight, create a small ritual that honors the power of Scripture. Perhaps read the verses aloud or listen to a recording of the Psalms as you settle into bed. Feel each word echoing in your heart. With each repetition, declare silently, "Lord, your words guide me. Your words protect me. Your words bring peace to my soul." Let these declarations become part of your nightly practice, a bridge between the stresses of the day and the tranquility of sleep. Psalm 91, 1-2 reinforces this spiritual anchor. "He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust." Meditate on these words as you visualize yourself wrapped in divine protection. Your heart feels safe, your home feels secure, your spirit is enveloped in God's care. Each verse is a step deeper into peace, a layer added to the shield that surrounds you tonight. As you allow the Psalms to guide your reflection, notice how they speak directly to the mind, the heart, and the spirit. They are prayers in themselves, ancient yet timeless, reminding us that God is near, that He is listening, and that His power transforms fear into faith, worry into trust, and unrest into serenity. Allow yourself to dwell in this sacred space, fully absorbing the words and their spiritual resonance. Before moving towards sleep, take one final deep breath and let the Psalms settle deeply in your heart. Picture the guiding light from earlier now glowing brighter, filling every part of your being with calm and divine reassurance. Know that as you drift toward rest, these sacred words continue to guard you, inspire you, and align you with God's will. Your faith has been strengthened tonight, your spirit has been uplifted, and your soul has been reminded of the comfort and guidance that Scripture provides. As this chapter concludes, carry this peace forward. Commit to revisiting the Psalms each night, allowing their power to protect, heal, and soothe. The words you have spoken, meditated upon, and visualized tonight are not just letters on a page, they are living prayers infused with God's love and authority. They will accompany you as you sleep, reinforcing His presence and guiding you towards spiritual renewal. Prepare now to move into Chapter 5, Trusting God's Timing, where we will explore surrendering control, embracing patience, and finding confidence in His perfect plan. Healing body, mind, and soul rest is sacred. As you lay down, allow God to restore your body, your mind, and your spirit. Tonight, as the day's weight lifts from your shoulders, invite the healing presence of God to flow through every part of your being. Picture your body tired from daily demands, your mind cluttered with thoughts and worries, and your spirit longing for peace, all receiving gentle, divine attention. This is your moment of renewal, a sacred time when God's restorative power works silently but powerfully in and through you. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, release tension from your body. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw relax, and your hands soften. Imagine a warm, golden light descending from heaven, enveloping you completely. This light represents God's healing power at moving slowly and deliberately through every cell, every thought, and every emotion. Picture it flowing into your head, clearing any mental clutter, filling your heart, soothing every anxious or hurtful memory, and permeating your body, restoring energy, strength, and vitality. Jeremiah 30:17 reminds you of God's promise. I will restore you to health and heal your wounds, declares the Lord. As you repeat this verse, visualize God speaking directly to you, His words wrapping around your pain and fatigue, replacing it with wellness and peace. Feel the deep assurance that no matter what troubles or physical strains you carried today, God's healing touch reaches into every corner of your life. You are being restored. You are being renewed. You are being made whole. Let us begin with the mind. As you breathe in deeply, imagine each inhalation drawing in God's clarity, wisdom, and serenity. With each exhale, release all lingering worries, doubts, or confusion. Visualize these thoughts leaving your mind as small, dissolving clouds, carried away by the gentle wind of God's presence. The cluttered spaces of your mind become clear and light-filled. In this clarity, your spirit feels a calm assurance that God is in control, that His guidance surrounds you, and that His love transforms every anxious thought into peace. Next, focus on your emotions. Picture God placing His hands over your heart, covering it with warmth and comfort. Any sadness, anger, or fear melts away under His loving touch. Feel the weight of emotional burdens lifting from your chest, replaced by a profound sense of calm and joy. Imagine each hurt, each disappointment, each unresolved conflict being carried into God's care, where His mercy and love transform them into healing energy that replenishes your spirit. Now turn your attention to your body. Feel the light of God's presence flowing through every muscle, every joint, every organ. If there is tension in your back, imagine it dissolving. If your legs are weary, feel energy flowing back into them. Each breath draws in vitality. Each heartbeat pulses with the rhythm of divine restoration. Let God's healing energy move through areas of pain or discomfort, revitalizing and rejuvenating your physical form. Your body is His temple, and tonight it is receiving the care it deserves. As you immerse yourself in this visualization, incorporate gentle affirmations. Speak softly to yourself. Lord, restore me, heal me, renew my strength, cleanse my mind, comfort my heart, restore my body, make me whole. These words are not just affirmations, they are declarations of faith, inviting God to act powerfully in your life. Repeat them slowly, feeling each word resonate through your entire being, anchoring you in the reality of His presence and His healing power. Psalm 147:3 reinforces this sacred practice. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Allow this verse to speak directly to your soul. Consider areas where your heart has been burdened, past hurts, lingering regrets, or emotional scars. See God's light as a gentle salve, touching each wound with His love, bringing comfort, closure, and restoration. You are not left to heal alone. God's hands are actively at work within you tonight. Visualize now your entire being as a vessel of divine light. From the crown of your head to the tips of your toes, feel this radiant energy filling every cell with life, peace, and wellness. Picture your spirit glowing, your heart steady, your mind calm, and your body strong. This is not just imagination, it is a spiritual alignment, a tangible experience of God's healing power that prepares you for rest, renewal, and spiritual growth. Consider creating a nightly ritual with this chapter. As you lie down, take a few minutes to breathe deeply, repeat healing psalms, and visualize God's light flowing through you. Perhaps gently place your hands over areas that need extra care, your heart, your stomach, your head, and invite God to focus His healing energy there. Feel His love, His presence, and His restoration. Over time, this practice becomes a bridge between your daily struggles and divine renewal, a sacred habit that nourishes body, mind, and soul. Remember, healing is not only physical, it is holistic. God restores your emotions, clears your thoughts, strengthens your body, and renews your spirit. Each layer of restoration reinforces the others, creating a harmonious balance that prepares you for deep, peaceful sleep. Let yourself sink into this process, trusting that God's touch is continuous even as you drift toward rest. Before closing this chapter, take a final deep breath and imagine your body, mind, and spirit completely filled with God's light. Feel the sense of wholeness and vitality that comes from His healing. Place your trust fully in His hands, knowing that every cell, every thought, every emotion is being renewed. Tonight, as you sleep, God continues this work silently, restoring you from the inside out, renewing your strength, and refreshing your soul for the days ahead. As we prepare to move into chapter 6, cleansing the mind for spiritual rest, carry this sense of holistic healing with you. Let your body feel light, your mind feel clear, and your spirit be filled with God's restorative presence. Trust that this sacred time of prayer and visualization will continue to bring peace, renewal, and divine strength as you journey deeper into night prayer. Guidance for tomorrow. As your mind settles, trust God to guide your steps tomorrow and every day. Tonight, take this sacred moment to release the weight of uncertainty, the anxieties of what lies ahead, and the fear of making mistakes. God's wisdom is ever present, ready to illuminate your path and direct your decisions. By surrendering your worries about tomorrow, you open your heart to divine guidance and allow His perfect plan to unfold in your life. Take a deep breath, feeling the calmness of the night envelop you. Imagine the day ahead as a blank path, stretching forward under God's loving care. Visualize His light shining on each step, clearing obstacles and revealing opportunities you may not yet see. Every decision you must make, every challenge you may face, is already under His watchful eye. With each inhale, draw in His clarity. With each exhale, release any tension or doubt that has been clouding your mind. Proverbs 3, verse 5-6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." Speak this verse softly to yourself, letting each word anchor your spirit. Feel the assurance that God's guidance is not limited by your understanding or your circumstances. His vision for your life surpasses what you can imagine. Tonight, you are surrendering control and embracing His wisdom, confident that every step you take tomorrow will be directed by Him. Imagine yourself waking in the morning, filled with confidence and clarity. Each decision you make is guided by God's hand. Picture Him walking beside you, illuminating your path, opening doors at the right time, and closing those that would lead to harm. Feel the comfort of knowing that you are never alone, that every relationship, every opportunity, and every choice is under His loving supervision. Release your worries about outcomes that you cannot control. Perhaps there are decisions weighing heavily on your heart, choices about your family, your work, or your personal goals. Let God take these into His hands. Whisper a prayer. Lord, I release tomorrow into your care. I trust your wisdom. I follow your guidance. I believe your plan is perfect. Imagine these words surrounding your mind like a protective shield, dissolving fear and filling you with serenity. Visualization strengthens this trust. Picture your path for tomorrow as a river illuminated by God's light. The waters flow calmly, removing obstacles, carrying away confusion, and leading you toward the experiences and opportunities He has prepared. Each step you take is confident, each choice aligned with His will, each moment infused with divine clarity. Let yourself feel the peace that comes from walking under God's guidance, knowing He has already prepared the way. Consider your relationships as part of this visualization. See your interactions tomorrow blessed by God's wisdom. Imagine conversations flowing with understanding, hearts opening to love, and conflicts resolving with grace. Whether it is family, friends, colleagues, or strangers, God's guidance touches every connection, ensuring that your actions are harmonious and aligned with His purpose. Feel gratitude for this divine support, allowing it to calm any worry about misunderstandings or missteps. In your career or personal projects, trust that God is directing your steps toward the opportunities meant for you. If you face decisions about work, studies, or personal growth, picture a gentle hand guiding you toward the right path. Each door that opens, each opportunity that arises, is part of His divine orchestration. Visualize yourself stepping forward with confidence, your mind clear, your heart peaceful, and your spirit attuned to His direction. Tonight, declare trust in God for every aspect of tomorrow. Use affirming statements like, "Lord, I trust you to guide my choices. I trust you to lead my steps. I trust your timing in my life. I follow your path with faith and peace." Allow these declarations to resonate deeply, reinforcing a sense of surrender and confidence. Each repetition strengthens your connection to God, helping you enter a state of rest where worry has no place. Psalm 32:8 further assures us, "I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you." Reflect on these words as a promise that you are under God's constant supervision. His guidance is both gentle and unwavering, leading you towards safety, success, and spiritual fulfillment. Imagine His loving eye upon you, guiding your thoughts, decisions, and actions throughout the day to come. To deepen this experience, take a few moments to visualize tomorrow as already blessed. See each task, each interaction, each moment of rest bathed in God's light. Feel His presence giving you wisdom before you even encounter situations. This preemptive guidance aligns your spirit with His plan, creating a natural flow of confidence and assurance. Your heart rests, knowing that nothing is left to chance. Every step is directed by divine wisdom. As this chapter draws to a close, take one final deep breath. Imagine all the uncertainties, doubts, and worries of tomorrow being held securely in God's hands. Your mind is calm, your heart is at peace, and your spirit is ready to rest. Trust that God's guidance is not just for tomorrow, but for every day that follows. You are walking in alignment with His will, and each step you take is blessed, directed, and protected. Carry this assurance with you as we move into Chapter 7, a sanctuary of rest, where we will focus on creating a spiritual environment that nurtures your sleep, deepening your connection to God, and embracing His peace fully. Angelic protection and presence. Imagine angels surrounding your home and family, guarding every door, every window, every step. Tonight, as you prepare to rest, picture a heavenly presence encircling your life with love, guidance, and protection. These are not distant or abstract beings. They are God's faithful messengers, assigned to shield you from harm, deliver messages of hope, and provide reassurance that you are never alone. Allow your mind to dwell on this comforting reality as you feel the calm and safety of divine protection. Take a deep breath and slowly exhale, releasing any lingering fear or anxiety from your day. With each breath, picture invisible wings gently wrapping around your home and your loved ones. See these angels stationed at every corner, at every doorway, and beside each person you care for. Their presence is constant, their watchfulness unbroken, and their purpose clear, to fulfill God's command to guard you in every way. Psalm 91, 11-12 reminds us, "For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone." Let these words resonate deeply within your spirit. As you repeat them softly, feel God's authority manifesting through His angels, creating a shield that nothing can penetrate. Visualize each word transforming into a glowing protective light around your family, your home, and your personal space. Picture now the angels moving gracefully through your home. One stands beside your bed, another hovers near the doorway, while another keeps watch over your children, and one follows quietly as your thoughts wander. They are attentive to every step you take, ready to intervene gently if danger arises. Feel their silent presence and the reassurance it brings. Every breath you take is accompanied by their care. Every beat of your heart is a reminder of God's protective plan. Allow your imagination to engage fully. Picture your children sleeping safely, each angel positioned to ward off fear, harm, or negative energy. Visualize each window glowing with protective light, each door sealed with divine care. Even the smallest corners of your home are filled with vigilant guardians, ensuring peace and security throughout the night. This visualization is not only calming, it is a declaration of faith, an invitation for God's protection to be actively felt. Angelic protection is both literal and spiritual. As you picture these guardians, reflect on their dual role. They shield the body from harm and the spirit from fear or despair. Imagine an angel gently brushing away worries from your mind, clearing space for trust, hope, and peace. Feel their presence encouraging courage in your heart, reinforcing your faith in God's continuous oversight. Repetition of this imagery nightly strengthens your connection to divine protection and solidifies a sense of security. Use affirmations alongside this visualization to reinforce God's care. I am surrounded by angels. My family is protected. My home is safe. God's messengers watch over me. No harm can touch me or those I love. Speak these words slowly and with intention, allowing them to echo in your mind. Let each affirmation become a spiritual reality, a statement of faith that your subconscious embraces as truth. Consider the broader scope of this protection. Angels do not only guard against physical danger, they also watch over your emotional and spiritual well-being. Visualize an angel attending to your thoughts, gently guiding you toward faith, hope, and gratitude. Picture them lifting burdens that are too heavy to carry alone, bringing divine clarity to situations that might feel confusing or uncertain. Each act of care reinforces your connection to God's infinite wisdom and love. Reflect on past moments when guidance or protection seemed unseen, yet unmistakably present. Perhaps an accident was averted, a decision was clarified, or a burden was unexpectedly lifted. See these moments as evidence of God's angels working in your life. Allow gratitude to fill your heart for these unseen acts of divine intervention. This reflection strengthens belief in their ongoing presence and encourages trust in their vigilant care. Psalm 34:7 echoes this truth. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them. Meditate on this verse as you envision the angels encamping around your home tonight. They are not passive observers. They are active, faithful participants in God's plan for your safety and spiritual growth. Each guardian angel carries the authority and love of God, responding immediately to his will and extending peace to those under their watch. As you lie quietly, allow the image of your angelic entourage to expand beyond your home. Picture them guiding your movements tomorrow, protecting your travel, and accompanying your interactions with others. Envision them wrapping friends, neighbors, and loved ones in their protective wings as well. Their care is not limited. It flows freely wherever God's will directs, reinforcing a network of divine support surrounding all whom you hold dear. Tonight, repeat this nightly exercise of visualization and affirmation. Each time you do, feel the angel's presence becoming more tangible, your trust more profound, and your peace more enduring. This is a sacred practice, a nightly ritual that grounds your faith, reassures your heart, and strengthens your connection to God's protective power. Before concluding this chapter, take one last deep breath. Feel the angels standing watch, their presence unwavering. Let the warmth of their protection fill your chest, your mind, and your heart. Know that no shadow, no fear, no threat can penetrate the sacred space God has surrounded you with. Trust that his angels will continue their work even as you drift into sleep, guiding, protecting, and guarding every step of your way. As we prepare to move into Chapter 8, Faith that Transforms Fear, carry this sense of divine protection with you. Let the assurance of angelic presence allow your heart to rest, your mind to settle, and your spirit to deepen in faith. This chapter will strengthen your ability to confront fear and embrace the transformative power of trust in God. Deep spiritual strength and renewal tonight. Let God fill you with supernatural strength, hope, and courage for every challenge you face. As you prepare your heart and mind for rest, allow the presence of God to pour into your spirit a power beyond your own, a light that restores, energizes, and transforms. Every worry, every fatigue, every trace of doubt can be exchanged for his divine strength. This is your sacred time to be renewed, to be fortified, and to rise in spirit even as your body rests. Take a deep breath and release it slowly. Feel the day's burdens lifting from your shoulders, each one replaced by a warm, radiant light descending from heaven. This light is God's Spirit flowing through every part of your being, awakening resilience, courage, and hope. Imagine it beginning at the crown of your head, traveling down through your mind, filling it with clarity and wisdom. As it moves to your heart, feel your emotional exhaustion replaced by peace, confidence, and a renewed sense of purpose. Let it continue through your body, energizing your limbs, renewing strength in muscles, joints, and organs, until every part of you vibrates with God's divine vitality. Ephesians 3:16 declares, that he may grant you, according to the riches of his glory, to be strengthened with power through his Spirit in your inner being. Speak this verse softly, letting each word sink deep into your soul. Feel it resonate as a promise and a declaration that God's Spirit is alive within you tonight, transforming your inner world with his unlimited power. No weakness can remain, for Mikai, no fear can endure where his Spirit dwells. Reflect on areas in your life where you feel depleted, whether physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Perhaps fatigue weighs on your mind, doubts cloud your decisions, or past wounds still whisper discouragement. Invite God to breathe his strength directly into these areas. Whisper this prayer in your heart. Lord, renew my spirit, strengthen my heart, restore my mind, energize my body, fill me with your power and courage. Visualize his energy reaching every corner of your being, like sunlight dispelling shadows in a darkened room. Let us now focus on fear and anxiety. Imagine each fear as a heavy stone in your chest. With God's Spirit flowing through you, these stones begin to dissolve. The weight lifts and your heart grows light, free, and ready to trust. Anxiety flees before the power of God's presence, leaving behind an unwavering peace that steadies your spirit. Visualize this peace as a luminous aura surrounding you, a protective glow that shields your thoughts and emotions, filling you with confidence for all that tomorrow may hold. Picture now your soul being bathed in a vibrant spiritual light. This light penetrates doubts, insecurities, and fears. It energizes your dreams and aspirations, emboldens your prayers, and fills your inner being with hope. With every inhalation, draw in divine strength. With every exhale, release any remaining tension, worry, or negativity. Let this rhythm become a sacred dialogue between your spirit and God, reinforcing your faith, fortifying your courage, and expanding your resilience. Consider your challenges, whether they are personal struggles, professional trials, or emotional obstacles. See them clearly, but do not dwell in fear. Imagine God's Spirit illuminating each challenge, revealing paths forward, and imbuing you with the courage to face them. Feel his power as a protective and guiding force, enabling you to confront difficulties with grace, wisdom, and perseverance. Know that you are not alone. His Spirit actively works within you, transforming fear into faith and weakness into strength. Affirmations deepen this experience. Speak softly or mentally. I am strengthened by God's Spirit. I am filled with courage. I am renewed in mind, body, and soul. I trust God's power to sustain me. I am victorious through his presence. Repeat these words with intention, letting them echo in your soul, reinforcing your inner strength and spiritual fortitude. Each repetition is a declaration of faith and a call to embrace the transformation God offers. Visualize the glow of God's Spirit expanding outward, reaching your family, your friends, and those you love. Picture their hearts being energized, their minds being cleared, and their spirits being fortified. Your spiritual renewal is not confined to you alone. It radiates outward, touching everyone you care about, creating a ripple of divine strength, courage, and hope. Isaiah 40:31 reminds us, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." Meditate on this promise as you visualize yourself lifted by God's power. Feel the heaviness of the day give way to boundless spiritual energy. Your heart soars, your spirit rises, and your trust in God deepens. Every moment of fear or fatigue is replaced with hope, courage, and resilience. Take a moment to consider sharing this blessing. Think of someone who might be weary, anxious, or discouraged tonight. Invite them to join you in this prayer, to receive the same spiritual renewal you are experiencing. By sharing this prayer, you amplify the power of faith, courage, and divine restoration, creating a chain of hope that spans beyond your home. Let your heart be an instrument of God's love, extending strength to others through your actions and prayers. Before moving forward, take a few slow, deliberate breaths. Feel every cell, every thought, every emotion fully infused with God's strength. Sense the power of His Spirit enveloping you, renewing you, and preparing you for rest. Let your body relax deeply, your mind settle, and your soul be filled with unwavering peace. Know that tonight, God's power continues to work in you, restoring, energizing, and strengthening every part of your being, readying you for tomorrow's opportunities and challenges. As we transition to Chapter 9, Peaceful Rest in God's Presence, carry this deep sense of spiritual empowerment with you. Your mind, body, and soul are fortified. Your faith has been renewed. Your spirit stands strong in God's love and protection. This chapter will guide you further into rest, peace, and divine serenity, preparing you to enter the night fully embraced by God's presence. Blessing your family and loved ones. Place your loved ones under God's protective hands, trusting Him to guide, shield, and bless them tonight. As darkness falls and the quiet of the evening settles in, this is a sacred moment to intercede for those you hold dear. Your family, your children, your spouse, your friends, all can be wrapped in the warmth of God's love, the shelter of His protection, and the abundance of His blessings. Tonight, let your heart overflow with intentional prayers for their well-being, peace, and spiritual growth. Take a deep breath and center your thoughts. Picture the faces of each loved one by one. See their smiles, their strengths, and even the challenges they face. As you breathe out, release any anxiety about their lives, trusting God to take charge where you cannot. With each inhalation, imagine divine light flowing from heaven and surrounding them, enveloping them in safety, love, and spiritual fortitude. Feel this light strengthen them, shield them, and prepare them for the nights and days to come. Numbers 6:24-26 offers a timeless promise. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn His face toward you and give you peace. Whisper these words over your family. Picture each phrase as a gentle beam of blessing descending upon them, touching their hearts, minds, and bodies. Let the words take root, forming a spiritual covering that reassures you that God's care extends to every member of your household. Begin by naming your family members in your mind one at a time. As each name comes to your heart, visualize a radiant light encircling them. Perhaps your children are under a soft, protective glow that shields them from harm and guides their steps. See your spouse or partner enveloped in warmth, strength, and wisdom to meet the challenges of tomorrow. Picture your parents, siblings, and close friends bathed in divine light, feeling safe, supported, and loved. Each visualization strengthens your faith and creates a tangible sense of spiritual care. Invite God to intervene in their lives in every way they need. If someone is struggling with fear or anxiety, picture angels standing beside them, offering reassurance and guidance. If another is facing illness or fatigue, imagine healing light flowing through their body, restoring strength and vitality. If someone needs encouragement or hope, see their heart being uplifted by God's Spirit, filling them with courage, clarity, and peace. Every intention you hold in prayer carries divine power, especially when offered with love and faith. Consider repeating short affirmations over each family member. You are protected. You are loved. You are guided by God's Spirit. Peace surrounds you. Blessings flow into your life. As you speak these affirmations in your heart, visualize them as tangible rays of light, wrapping each person in comfort and strength. Let this practice deepen your connection to God's presence and reinforce your trust in His protective care. Expand this blessing beyond immediate family to include friends, neighbors, or even colleagues who may need divine intervention. Picture a wider circle of light emanating from your home, reaching out to all whom you care about. Every name, every intention, every heartfelt prayer creates a ripple effect, spreading spiritual protection, peace, and love further than you can see. Trust that God responds to every sincere prayer, whether you witness the results immediately or over time. Feel the emotional warmth of this practice. As you bless others, your own heart is strengthened, your anxiety diminishes, and your connection to God deepens. This is an act of love that nurtures both the giver and receiver. You are not only invoking protection and blessings for others, but you are also creating an atmosphere of peace within your own heart and home. Each prayer reinforces faith, hope, and spiritual resilience. Remember that prayer for loved ones can also include requests for wisdom, guidance, and joy. Ask God to illuminate their paths, open doors of opportunity, and provide discernment in their decisions. Invite His Spirit to nurture kindness, patience, and understanding in their hearts. Visualize the walls of your home filled with an invisible protective shield, where love, harmony, and blessing reign supreme. Let each family member feel the strength of God's hand guiding and sustaining them. As you continue, take a few moments to meditate silently on the collective blessings you are offering. Imagine the sound of soft, angelic presence surrounding each individual, amplifying your prayers and reinforcing the protective light you have envisioned. Your spiritual energy, fueled by faith and intention, is a powerful channel through which God's blessings flow. Consider incorporating a gentle ritual. Lightly touch each family member's photo, personal item, or simply imagine them in your mind, whispering God's blessings over them. Let this physical or mental act serve as a focal point for your intentions. Feel God's presence intensify, filling each space with warmth, safety, and peace. Finally, affirm collectively, God's love surrounds us all. Each family member is protected, guided, and blessed. Peace reigns in our hearts, our homes, and our lives. Let these words resonate within you, carrying a profound sense of security, hope, and gratitude. Take a deep breath, releasing any remaining worry, and trust that God's promises are actively at work tonight. As we move toward chapter 10, Sleeping in the Shepherd's Care, carry this renewed sense of divine blessing with you. Your family is protected, your loved ones are encircled by God's light, and your heart is calm and confident. This chapter will guide you deeper into restful sleep, anchored in the assurance that God's presence watches over every member of your household. Walking in God's peace. Step into a night filled with God's peace, leaving behind all stress and worry from today. As you settle into this sacred time, allow yourself to breathe deeply, letting go of tension, distractions, and concerns. Tonight is your invitation to walk fully in the tranquility of God's presence, to feel His calmness saturate your heart, mind, and body. Each breath draws you closer to His assurance, and every thought released creates space for His peace to dwell within you. Take a slow, deliberate breath. Inhale deeply, feeling God's presence entering every corner of your being. Exhale slowly, imagining all anxiety, fatigue, and worry flowing out, dissolving into the night. Repeat this rhythm, aligning your heart with the divine stillness that God offers. As you do, picture a luminous light surrounding you, a gentle radiant glow representing God's peace, wrapping around your shoulders, encircling your home, and shielding your mind from turmoil. John 14:27 promises us, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." Let these words echo in your mind and resonate in your soul. Feel the depth of this promise as a tangible reality tonight, a peace that surpasses understanding, a calm that remains even amidst life's uncertainties, a quiet assurance that you are safe, loved, and guided. Visualize today's worries as small, heavy stones in your hands. With each exhale, place them gently at God's feet, releasing control and surrendering your burdens to Him. Trust that He will carry them, lighten your load, and transform your challenges into lessons of faith and resilience. Feel the weight lift, replaced by a profound serenity that flows into every thought and heartbeat. Imagine walking along a quiet path under a starlit sky, each step guided by God's gentle hand. With each movement forward, notice the calm that settles deeper within you. Let your steps be light, free from fear, burden, or hesitation. This path symbolizes your spiritual journey tonight, moving toward rest, renewal, and divine alignment. Allow the serenity of this imagery to sink deeply into your consciousness. God's peace is not only for tonight, it is a gift you can carry with you. Mentally affirm, "I walk in God's peace. My heart is calm, my mind is clear, my spirit is renewed." Repeat these affirmations slowly, letting each word anchor a deeper sense of tranquility. The more you affirm, the more your soul aligns with the rhythm of God's presence, creating an inner sanctuary untouched by the chaos of the world. Reflect on the day's events. Perhaps there were moments of frustration, disappointment, or worry. See each of these as temporary clouds and allow God's peace to act as the sun breaking through, illuminating understanding, forgiveness, and clarity. Visualize these clouds lifting, leaving a clear sky above your mind and heart. The past is forgiven, the present is calm, and the future is held securely in God's hands. As you feel this calmness, extend it to those around you. Picture your family, friends, and community enveloped in God's peace. See them resting without fear, moving through life with confidence and serenity, and guided by divine love. By sending this peace outward, you reinforce your own connection to it, creating a network of spiritual harmony and protection. Use gentle repetition to deepen this experience. Whisper to yourself, God's peace fills me, God's peace surrounds me, God's peace guides me. Allow each repetition to resonate more fully, building a wave of serenity that courses through your body. Feel your muscles relaxing, your heartbeat slowing, and your mind entering a state of quiet clarity. Let each affirmation become a prayer, a meditation, and a declaration of faith simultaneously. Take a moment to focus on your physical body. Scan from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, noticing any areas of tension or discomfort. As you breathe in, imagine God's peace flowing directly into these areas, softening muscles, calming nerves, and renewing energy. Feel warmth permeate every cell, filling you with health, vitality, and divine serenity. Tonight, also release any lingering fears about tomorrow. Imagine placing the uncertainties of the future into God's hands. Let Him plan, guide, and protect, knowing that His wisdom surpasses all understanding. Trust that each situation will unfold according to His perfect plan, and that your responsibility is simply to rest, receive, and walk in His peace. End this meditation with a visual of your entire life under God's protective embrace. See your home, family, friends, work, and personal growth surrounded by a sphere of divine calmness and love. Each element in your life is held safely, each challenge softened by His guidance, and each heartache met with His comfort. This visualization reinforces the reality of walking fully in God's peace. Before we move to Chapter 11, Prayer for Healing and Renewal, carry this serenity with you. Your mind is clear, your spirit is steady, and your heart rests in the security of God's presence. This chapter prepares the perfect transition, inviting you to experience deeper spiritual restoration, confidence, and divine alignment as you approach restorative sleep. Empowered prayer and faithful declaration tonight. Declare with bold faith that God's promises are active in your life and your home. This is a sacred moment to speak words of power, to voice your trust in God's protection, guidance, and blessings. Every declaration you make from the heart, rooted in faith, carries spiritual weight and aligns you with the promises of heaven. Let the quiet of the night and the presence of God amplify your words, transforming your spoken prayers into a shield of divine influence over your life and your loved ones. Begin by centering yourself in God's presence. Take a deep, calming breath, feeling your body relax, your mind clear, and your heart open. Imagine the Spirit of God filling the room, surrounding you with warmth and light. In this sacred atmosphere, every word you speak resonates with divine authority. Feel the energy of your faith rising within you as you prepare to declare God's promises boldly and confidently. Mark 11, verse 24 reminds us, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours." Tonight, let this verse guide your declarations. Speak them aloud, knowing that faith transforms your words into spiritual reality. Begin with affirmations of protection. God's hand surrounds my home. My family is safe. We are shielded from harm. Peace reigns in every corner of our lives. Say each phrase with conviction, letting the certainty of God's presence fill your heart. Next, extend your declarations to health and restoration. Affirm, God restores my body, mind, and spirit. Healing flows through every cell, every thought, every emotion. I am renewed by the power of the Almighty. Visualize divine light entering every part of your being, dispelling fatigue, anxiety, and pain. Let each word you speak become a beacon of strength and recovery, creating a ripple of spiritual renewal throughout your life. Now focus on guidance and wisdom. Declare, God leads my steps. I am guided in every decision. Opportunities open before me according to His will. I walk in clarity, courage, and divine purpose. Picture doors of possibility opening as you speak these words, each one illuminated by God's Spirit. Feel the confidence of knowing that every path you take is under His oversight, that no choice is made alone, and that divine timing is perfectly aligned with your life. Include declarations of faith for your loved ones. Speak aloud, "My family is blessed. My children are protected. Every home of those I love is filled with God's light, peace, and prosperity. Angels surround us and guard us from all harm." Visualize each family member bathed in radiant light, protected and guided. Let the emotional resonance of your words intensify, reinforcing your spiritual connection and strengthening your faith in God's care. Now repeat affirmations for abundance and provision. Speak with certainty, "God provides for all my needs. Every lack is filled. Opportunities, resources, and blessings flow into my life. I live in divine prosperity according to His will." Imagine these blessings materializing around you and your family like a river of light and abundance. Feel the gratitude rising within you, knowing that God's faithfulness ensures that these declarations are not just words, they are seeds planted in the fertile soil of divine promise. Repetition strengthens the power of these declarations. Repeat your affirmations slowly, deliberately, and with full attention. Each repetition reinforces belief, builds spiritual confidence, and deepens the alignment of your heart and mind with God's will. Allow pauses between each phrase for reflection, breathing in the certainty of His promises, and exhaling any lingering doubt or hesitation. Visualization enhances the impact of your spoken prayers. Picture a protective shield forming around your home, your family, and your life as you declare each affirmation. See radiant angels stationed at every door and window, guarding against negativity, illness, and misfortune. Imagine your own energy and intention as light beams amplifying these protections, merging with God's presence to create an unshakable fortress of faith. As you continue, feel your spirit rise in confidence and strength. Speak affirmations for personal growth and courage. "I am strong in the Lord. I am courageous in the face of challenge. I am steadfast in faith. God's power flows through me, guiding every step." Visualize your spirit glowing brighter with each declaration, your energy harmonizing with the divine, and your heart overflowing with certainty and peace. Take a moment now to reflect on your intentions. Allow your mind to focus on any specific areas in your life where you need God's intervention. Speak to Him directly, combining personal requests with the universal declarations you have been affirming. Trust that your prayers are being heard, and that faith-filled words carry an immediate spiritual response. Now, I invite you to participate actively. Comment below one affirmation you are declaring tonight. Share this prayer with someone who needs encouragement, protection, or healing. Subscribe to join this growing community of believers who lift one another through faith, prayer, and daily declarations. By sharing, you extend the power of these affirmations, creating a network of spiritual support and divine intervention. End this chapter by anchoring your faith in God's promises. Whisper or speak aloud, "I believe, I receive, I walk in God's power and protection. His word is active in my life. His promises are unshakable. Amen." Feel the fullness of this faith resonate throughout your body, mind, and spirit. Let it settle as a calm, empowering presence that will carry you through the night and into tomorrow. As we transition to chapter 12, Sleep in Peace, God is Awake, hold on to this energy and certainty. Your prayers have been declared, your faith has been strengthened, and your spirit has been aligned with God's will. This final chapter will guide you into restorative sleep under the protective watch of our loving Creator, leaving you refreshed, renewed, and spiritually fortified. If you want God to heal you, connect with God, and want to pray strongly with us every day, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, and write Amen in the comments section below to show your trust. He will heal us. Sleep in God's peace, a powerful spiritual ending. Now rest, God is awake, His peace surrounds you, carrying you safely through the night. Tonight, as you prepare to surrender your body, mind, and spirit to sleep, remember that you are cradled in the arms of a loving, watchful God. There is no fear in this sacred time, no room for worry, and no shadow that can reach the sanctuary of your soul. Every heartbeat is under His care, every breath a testament to His presence, and every thought a chance to release yourself fully into divine peace. Take a deep, slow breath. Inhale God's calm, filling your lungs and your entire being with serenity. Exhale all tension, doubt, and lingering anxiety. Let your mind slow, your muscles relax, and your spirit rest in the knowledge that God's vigilance does not sleep. Imagine a golden protective light surrounding you, a shield of divine love, radiating warmth and security. This light flows through your home, through every room, every doorway, every window, ensuring safety, calm, and blessings in every corner. Psalm 4:8 declares, "In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety." Let these words resonate within your heart. They are not merely scripture, they are a promise, a reality you can feel tonight. Imagine each syllable as a gentle caress, reinforcing your trust, softening fear, and sealing you in a protective embrace. Allow the truth of God's faithfulness to penetrate deeply, reminding you that His guardianship is constant and His love unfailing. As you visualize this protection, see angels stationed around your home and life. Picture them standing guard at every door, window, and threshold. Imagine them watching over your children, your family, and yourself, ensuring that nothing harmful approaches. Their presence is gentle, yet mighty, filled with divine authority and tenderness, a celestial assurance that every corner of your world is under vigilant care. Let go of the day's burdens, any stress, any regret, any worry that followed you here. Place it now in God's hands. See it as a small stone you release at His feet. Each exhale carries it away, leaving you lighter, calmer, freer. Trust that He will take what you cannot bear, transforming it into lessons, growth, and strength. The night is His canvas, and He will paint it with safety, rest, and restoration. Tonight, allow sleep to come naturally. Feel your eyelids grow heavy, your body sinking comfortably into bed, your mind quieting like still waters. Every muscle relaxes as God's presence envelops you. Repeat affirming statements quietly or silently in your heart. I am safe, I am protected, I am loved, I rest in God's care. Each repetition strengthens the sense of security, guiding your spirit into deeper trust and surrender. Imagine the gentle unfolding of the night around you. The moonlight softly illuminates the world, stars shine like points of divine reassurance, and a celestial calm blankets the earth. With each breath, sense the harmony of heaven entering your room, filling the spaces where tension once lingered. You are part of this order, this divine peace, resting exactly as God intended. Reflect on your loved ones. Picture each family member wrapped in the same protective light, guided by angels and shielded by God's love. Visualize their hearts calm, their minds at ease, their spirits aligned with His presence. Send quiet blessings to them, affirming, God watches over you. You are safe, you are protected, you are cherished. Feel the shared serenity, a network of divine care connecting everyone under God's watchful eyes. As sleep draws closer, imagine your dreams bathed in God's light. Each vision, thought, and hope during the night is surrounded by His protection. Every challenge you face tomorrow will be softened by the calm and clarity you receive now. See yourself waking refreshed, renewed, and strengthened, ready to walk in God's peace and continue your spiritual journey with confidence. Repeat affirmations for your home, your family, and yourself. No harm will touch us. God's angels watch over us. Peace reigns in every corner of our lives. We dwell safely under His shelter. Let these words resonate, sinking into every fiber of your being. Allow the rhythm of the affirmations to guide you gently into the deepest levels of sleep, where restoration, healing, and spiritual renewal occur naturally. As you prepare to close this nightly prayer, commit to a regular habit of returning here each evening. Let this sacred time be your sanctuary, a place where your faith is strengthened, your spirit restored back, and your life aligned with God's will. Nightly prayer establishes a rhythm of trust, a foundation for peace, and a continuous connection to divine guidance. Take one final deep breath. Feel God's presence fully surrounding you. Every corner of your home, every person you love, every intention of your heart is cradled in His care. Whisper a final affirmation or prayer. Lord, I rest in your peace. You watch over me. Your love surrounds my life. Thank you for your faithfulness and protection. Amen. Let this truth linger in your heart as you drift into sleep, fully confident that God remains awake, guarding, blessing, and guiding every step. Remember, tonight's prayer is not the end, it is the beginning of a nightly practice. Return each evening to this sacred space. Speak these words, breathe in His presence, visualize His protection, and allow your spirit to be refreshed. Consistency strengthens faith, deepens peace, and nurtures spiritual growth. You are never alone. Every night, God is awake, and His peace continues to flow over you and those you love. Rest now, under his eternal watch, knowing that the night is sacred, the morning will be blessed, and your life is safely held in God's hands. Sleep peacefully, for he is faithful, he is strong, and his love never abandons you. Amen.